Hello students, welcome to Shruti Academy. So let us start with the chapter number 9, which is the some applications of trigonometry. Okay, so we have already learned about the trigonometry in chapter 8, where we studied all the trigonometric concepts. Okay, we studied the trigonometric ratios, we studied what are the trigonometric formulas, everything we have studied in chapter 8. Now in this chapter we need to study about the applications of the trigonometry. In the real day-to-day life, it is being applicable to the astronomers, where the astronomers find the distance of Earth from any planet or any star. So the distance from the Earth from the planets and stars is found out by this trigonometry, by this concept of trigonometry. Okay, and also the location of maps, in the maps, the trigonometry is very much important. Also, to determine the location of any island in terms of longitudes and latitudes, the trigonometry is used and the trigonometric concepts are used. Okay, so in this chapter basically we have to deal with the applications, how these trigonometry is applicable. Okay, so it is applicable in two terms only, in order to find out the distance, in order to find out the height. So there are two major concepts over here, the angle of elevation and the angle of depression. Okay, so the angle of elevation is the angle when someone is standing below and is viewing a top monument or a top building. Then we get an angle of elevation because someone sees like this, so it is elevated, so it is angle of elevation. An angle of depression comes when someone is standing at the top floor of the building and viewing downwards like this. So there the angle of depression comes. Okay, so there are two major concepts. Now let us start with our exercise, which is exercise 9.1. Let us start with the question number 1 and 2. So the question number 1 says, a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope, which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degrees. Okay, so it is saying a circle artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope, and the figure is also given to us in the question. So whenever the figure is given, it is okay. If the figure is not given, the first thing is to draw the figure. Okay, so here it is a circus artist is standing. Let us draw him for our understanding. So let us say this is a circle artist standing over here. Okay, and he is climbing a 20-meter long rope. 20-meter long rope is AC. AC is this 20-meter long rope, which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of the vertical pole. So this is a vertical pole. This is a vertical pole. Let us say this is the vertical pole. So it is stretched and tied from that pole. Okay, to the ground. Okay, it is tied to the ground. So this is the ground level. BC is the ground level. It is tied over here. Then it is saying find the height of the pole. So we need to find this height of the pole. So pole is AB. Here our pole is AB, and we need to find out this height of the pole. Okay, if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degrees, so rope and ground level are making angle of 30 degrees. So this is all about the explanation of the figure. Okay, so you can write over here if you're getting confused. This is the ground level. This is the ground level. Then this is the rope. This is the rope on which he is climbing. A circus artist is climbing. Okay, and this is the pole. This is the pole. Okay, so this is the pole. So for our convenience, we have written over here so that you may not get confused that what all these stand for. Okay, so now let us start calculating. We have already been given the figure. So if we apply sine theta, so opposite 90 is hypotenuse. This is theta. Theta is equals to 30 degrees over here. So sine theta is always given by perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, so length of rope is given to us 20 meters. Also angle of elevation, angle, it is not elevation, you can say angle between rope and ground. (30°) it is also given to us. So we can easily apply sine theta, which is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular here is the side opposite to the angle, opposite to 30° is AB, and hypotenuse is AC. Okay, so I'm getting over here sine 30 is equals to AB upon AC. So AB is the height which we need to find out. So let us substitute H in terms of AB. AC is given to us, which is 20. Okay, and sine 30 value we already know. We have seen the trigonometric ratios of some particular angles. So sine 30 is given by 1/2. So let us equate 1/2 is equals to H upon 20. So therefore we will cross multiply it. This 20 is in division over here. When it will go that side, it will go with the multiplication. So it will be, therefore H will be equal to 1/2 into 20, which will be equal to 10 meters. Okay, this will get cancelled, 2 and 2, 10 times, and my height will come out to be 10 meters as my answer. Okay, so in this manner we need to apply all the trigonometric concepts for such type of questions. Okay, so let us move ahead to the question number 2. Question number 2 says a tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle of 30° with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. So find the height of the tree. So here also we need to find out the height of the tree. Now here the figure is not being given, so we will draw the figure. We will draw accordingly. As you read the question, you will be drawing accordingly. Okay, so a tree breaks due to storm. So let the tree be heighted like this. Okay, and let the ground be like this. Let the tree, this be tree. Now this tree breaks. Let this break from here. Now this is broken from here, and this part will be now touching the ground. So let the height of the tree be x and y. Okay, let the height of the tree be x plus y, total height. Okay, so this tree now gets broken, and it's broken from here, and when anything gets broken, now it is touching the ground. So now it is touching the ground. So this y portion is now this over here. Okay, so whenever the storm comes, some trees broke off and they get laid on the ground. So whenever it is lying on the ground, so that lying the part which is lying on the ground, that is y, and the tree which is the part of the tree which is erect, which is not broken, that is x. And we have assumed that the total height of the tree be x plus y. So let us write down total height. Total height of tree be x plus y. Okay, we have assumed to be x plus y. You can take any of the variable a, b, p, q. It's up to you. Okay, so the broken part is lying on the ground, and this is the ground. Just to understand, I'm writing over here ground. Okay, this is the ground. Now it is saying so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle of 30 degrees. Making an angle of 30 degrees with it. So it is making with the ground 30 degrees angle. Okay, the distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. So distance, foot of the tree, foot is this to the ground, to the point where it is touching the ground here. This is touching the ground over here, and this point is foot. So if we mark A, B and C, we can clearly see that A is the foot. A is the foot of the tree, where the tree is standing, the foot of the tree. Okay, so point A, we can note down over here. Point A is the foot of tree. Okay, point A is the foot of the tree. Then point B is the point where it is touching the ground, where the tree is touching the ground, and the distance between them is given to us as 8 meters. It is given to us as 8 meters. So we need to find out the height of the tree. That means we need to find out x plus y. We need to find out x plus y. So let us take this triangle. This is 90 degrees. So opposite 90 is the hypotenuse. Opposite this 30 degrees is the perpendicular. We are taking this angle over here. Okay. So opposite this 30 degrees is the perpendicular, and this is the AB will be the base. AB will be the base. So let us apply all our trigonometric formulas. So tan 30 will be perpendicular upon base. Will be perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is x, we have assumed, and base is given to us as 8. So it will be x upon 8 meters. Okay, I'm not writing right now. Unit. Then sine 30 we will be applying. Sine 30 will be equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular here is x and hypotenuse is y. X upon y. Okay. So now tan 30, the value we already know. What is the value of tan 30? It is equal to 1 upon root 3. And sine 30 value also we already know. It is equal to 1 upon 2. Okay. So it is equal to 1 upon 2. So we will be solving these two equations. So x upon 8 is equals to 1 upon root 3. So from here we will be getting x upon 8 is equal to 1 upon root 3. So we will be getting from here x is equal to 8 upon root 3. Okay, we will be getting over here 8 upon root 3. We will be putting this x value over here in this equation, and we will be getting our value for y. So x upon y is equal to 1 upon 2. So putting the value over here, so which will give us 8 upon root 3 y is equal to 1 upon 2. So cross multiplying it, after cross multiplying it we will be getting 8 into 2 upon root 3 is equal to 1 into y, so y is equal to 16 upon root 3. So the value of y we are getting over here is 16 upon root 3. Now we need to find out the value for the total height of the tree. The total height of the tree we have assumed to be x plus y. So here we are with our x and here we are with our y. So x is equal to 8 upon root 3 and y is equals to 16 upon root 3. So therefore total height So total height of tree will be equal to x plus y, which will be equal to 8 upon root 3 plus 16 upon root 3. So that will be 24 upon root 3. So we cannot leave answer with a root in the denominator. So we will be rationalizing it, multiplying by root 3 above as well as in the denominator. So it becomes now 24 root 3 upon 3. Under root 3 into under root 3 will be 3. Okay, so it gets cancelled. 3 1 is 3, 3 8 is 24. So ultimately our answer is 8 root 3 meters. Now the value for root 3 is 1.732. If we multiply it, we will be getting 8 into 1.732. So we will be getting our answer to be 13.856 meters. We will be getting our answer to be 13.856 meters. Okay, so this is our ultimate answer. So my answer is, I am writing over here, answer is equal to 8 root 3 is equal to 13.856 meters. Okay. So basically how we solved, we have drawn the figure. Figure is the most important for such type of questions. In the applications of trigonometry, figure is the utmost important. So first of all, as the question was saying, we have gone through it and accordingly we started our figure and we made our figure to be first. Then we found out tan 30, then sine 30, and ultimately I have done the total height of the tree, which I have assumed to be x plus y. So I then added both the values x and y and I got the answer. So in this manner you need to proceed such type of questions. So thank you. So please subscribe my channel, please share my videos, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.